On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. Good morning. We are on Thursday of the third week of Lent and 18th day of 33 days of Eucharistic glory. And today the readings for the Mass invites us to reflect on fall and rise, especially the first reading from the book of Jeremiah. God sent Jeremiah and other prophets to guide them in their journey, but they go back and forth. They follow certain times, they does not give ear, they don't listen, they don't follow God's instruction. So rise and fall and rise and fall. And in the gospel, Jesus, the Messiah, whom they were waiting for when he came, they couldn't accept. He did everything what prophesied in the book of Isaiah and other prophecy. But they didn't understand. They were not able to. Instead of, they accused that he is doing the miracles with the Beelzebul, the prince of Satan. So, hardness of heart. Don't want to listen to Jesus. It's a human nature. And today is 18th day. The reading for the 33 days of Eucharistic glory goes very well. It is, the title is the fruit of the Eucharist. And the reading started with a question: what are we struggling? And quote from Paul, St. Paul, in the Romans, chapter 7, verse 15 and 19, I do not understand my own actions, for I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I do. Then goes on, he says, I can will what is right, but I cannot do it. So we all face time to time that reality, that struggle, and walking away from the Lord. You know, we are in Lenten season. We made prioritize time to pray, time to maybe give up something, food or TV or whatever it is, and the next thing we will be in front of it, and challenge and resistance. So all those things, I want to do it, but I cannot do it. And that is where the reading goes on for 18th day and talks about Eucharist, the power, the source of power, the nourishment to overcome those moments, those struggles. Then listed a couple of fruit of the Eucharist: friendship with Jesus, desire to know and do the will of God, cleansing of venial sins, hunger for virtue, grace to avoid sin in the future, a heart that listens to the Holy Spirit, desire to know and love God. And it can be listed more, but some of them listed in the book. And how we receive the Eucharist, and through the reception, by the grace of God, how we produce the fruits in our life. And there Jesus gives us the grace to overcome that challenges, the struggles. Saint John Bosco observed, "Do you want many graces? Go and visit the Blessed Sacrament often. Do you want a few graces? Visit Blessed Sacrament rarely. Do you want none at all? Then never pay a visit to the Blessed Sacrament." Kind of different way to say Jesus in the Blessed Sacrament, in the Eucharist, gives us the grace, the strength, that through the celebration of the Eucharist and through the time of adoration, just being in front of the tabernacle and asking His grace and blessing to renew our faith, or going for whenever there is adoration, spending time with the Lord, He gives us the grace, the strength. So today, as we may continue this journey of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, let us take a moment to reflect our own faith journey, and let us ask God's grace in a special way through the celebration of the Eucharist and adoration, spending a few minutes in the church, so we may be renewed and continue our meaningful, fruitful Lenten journey of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving, and prepared to consecration and celebrate the Holy Week. Thank you, and God bless you. See you tomorrow.